Hello everybody, I'm Blazer Rebecca and welcome back to A Little Princess. I'm here with Lottie, who seems to be scared of horses, I guess? Yes? Well then, no wonder that you were upset. This cheerful justification startled Lottie enough to leave her frozen amid sniffle, mouth hanging open, and Sarah nodded and continued. It's normal to be upset with things that frighten you. Only, I think it is also normal to try and make yourself less frightened if you can. You wouldn't want to be afraid forever. Horses are very large, but they can also be kind and sweet. They like apples and carrots and being petted, just like cats do. Lottie now seemed more confused than distraught. Perhaps today you should just go and meet the horses, then you can come back and play with Tybalt. What if Lavinia won't let me? Now she'll wait until she is not looking, and while we wait, I will tell you about the horse who rescued the lost prince. She held out her hand, and after a moment, Lottie took it. Ah. A new weekday activity is now available. Sarah can use her free time to help the younger students with their schoolwork by choosing the tutoring option. Okay, I'm gonna leave writing diary. No, actually, let's do tutoring in this one. And play with toys. Writing diary for that one. Practice dance. And tea party. Done. Okay, tutoring. Playing. Writing. Dancing. Visiting. And that's it. Okay. Oh, that's... Now the only one that needs to be done is belief. When Sarah came down the stairs, she found Jessie holding a most curious item. It resembled a long wooden spoon, though somewhat thicker in the shaft, and with the saw around end instead of a bowl. What are you doing with that? Jessie turned the object over in her hands. Oh, Sarah, isn't it interesting? It's from India. I know. I've heard there are societies for gentlemen and ladies, separate of course, where they all have wooden clubs like these and swing them to strengthen their arms. Or even throw them at each other. Isn't that quaint? Well, I don't know about the throwing them at each other. That doesn't seem safe. Are you sure they throw them at each other? And then, yeah, the jugglers throw them up in the air and catch them again. Oh, I don't know. She looked at the solid wooden shape she held and up at Miss Minchin's painted ceiling. Perhaps I ought not to try that. Probably for the best. Where did you get it from? Lavinia gave it to me. For a moment, she cradled the club in her arms as if it were a doll. She wouldn't tell me anything about it, though. She told me to take it if I was so interested, and she would say nothing more. Jessie let the length dangle down from her hand and swung it gently back and forth. It doesn't seem like such hard work. Her eyes glinted for a moment with strange emotion. Imagine the blow if you struck a man with this. What? Why? Oh, it was a foolish thought, nothing more. I was thinking of chariots and queens. We are not soldiers and have no need to defend ourselves. There are brave men for that job. Like my papa. Yes. You are lucky to have such a father. Sarah smiled, pleased to accept any compliments of her beloved papa, and thought no more of it. Okay. My belief is still not good. Let's do Mariette. Sarah lay on her bed, resting her cheek against the cool fabric of her pillow. The light of the mid-morning sun gleamed where it touched the surfaces in the room, lighting them with a fairy's brush. Perhaps if I lay still long enough, I will catch sight of a fairy coming to visit me. The next face she saw was not that of a visiting fairy. Do you try and catch your dreams, mademoiselle? I can leave you to sleep. I have tried in the past to go back into the same dream, but it never seems to work. Or if it does work, I don't remember it. I can't remember it. You don't always remember in dreams. She shifted position, curling onto her side. I just don't feel like getting up today. I'm sorry. Let me see. She laid her dark hand against Sarah's forehead. You may be a little warm, but I cannot tell. Does your throat hurt? No, I'm only tired. It is better to prevent than to heal. I will fetch you some porridge and salt water. She bustled out of the room, leaving Sarah to contemplate in silence. I do hope I am not ill. It would be most unpleasant. I do not quite feel ill. As long as I think nice thoughts and don't feel ill, then I'm not ill, I think. Many young people would have difficulty remaining in their beds all day unless they were too ill to do otherwise. It was easier for Sarah, who enjoyed spinning fancies in her mind. I do not truly need to leave my bed in order to play out stories. In fact, with Marat to bring me food, I might never need to leave these rooms at all. Like a princess bricked up in a tall tower, the prisoner of a wicked regent who means for her to be forgotten so that he can seal her kingdom in peace. She would be diligent in her studies, even within her tiny bedroom, so that one day when she was rescued or escaped, she would be ready to take back her rightful lands. That was diverting fantasy, but led Sarah to more practical curiosity. There was, after all, someone closer who did spend most of her days within these rooms. With Mariette returned with her tray of tonics, Sarah asked, Mariette, what do you do during the days while I'm away? Since she is my maid and not Miss Minchin, she should not be made to do other work, but she is always here when I need her, so she must not go anywhere else. Oh, many things. She set the tray down. I look over your wardrobe and check for anything that might need mending. I might do a bit of embroidery on my own. And I do read your books. That is how you wished it, yes? I did not think I did not think to ask each time that I. Oh no, I am glad that someone else reads them. I have many books, and some of them I only read once, and I worried that they might feel neglected. Sarah looked around the room of all her pretty things, the gifts from her papa. They were all precious to her, but if you wish to, it's all right to play if you play on my toys while I'm in classes. I know I can trust you not to break them. But please make sure to leave Emily a little bit of private time when no one is watching her, so that she can sleep and relax. If Marat wished to laugh, she was too polite to do so. Merci, mademoiselle. Now sit up, if you please, and have a bit of breakfast. If you're too weak, then I'll have to spoon the porridge into you myself. Well, okay. I am well. I'm wonderfully well. She laughed, for it was true. She did feel better. New week. Once again, Miss Minchin prepared to lead her students back from church to the safe confines of the seminary. However, it so happened that on this Sunday she caught sight of someone with whom she had business to conduct. Keep together now, girls. Form a line and wait here. Lavinia, dear, I'm counting on you to maintain order. I will only be a few minutes. Yes, Miss Minchin. As Miss Minchin walked away, Lavinia raised her chin with pride. She did not notice the conversations going on around her. Look, Sarah, Mama, why is the tower so high? This is where they keep the church bells. They lift them up so high that they can be heard from far away. Ooh, this is neat. There's a man who lives up there, the tower keeper. It is his job to watch over the bells and keep them clean and ready to ring. He lives there? He never comes down? Sarah did not know how the tower keeper spent his days, but she had heard of wise men in India who kept vigils and of Christian stylists who lived atop pillars. No, never. The priests bring him food and water so that he never has to look down. He tends the bells and he thinks about God. Okay. Because he's so high up in the sky, sometimes if he's very lucky, the clouds part and he can almost catch a glimpse of the land beyond. The shining ceiling and the fields of lilies? At this point, Lavinia noticed the two of them standing with their necks craned back. Sarah Crewe, whatever are you doing? You are gawking like foreigners. Sarah and Lottie lowered their heads, though not, in Lottie's case, without protest. We look up at heaven where our mamas are. They live in a city with golden streets and fields of lilies that everyone gathers. Okay, hold on. Save. And they watch over us and whisper to us, and they visit the men in the bell tower. Sarah told me. You wicked thing, make up fairy stories about heaven. There are much more splendid stories in Revelation. How do you know mine are fairy stories? You're lying. You didn't get that story from that book. Read for yourself. Streets of gold and gates of pearl, and many more things besides. Perhaps the lines are my own invention, perhaps they aren't, but I can tell you, you'll never find out whether they are or not if you're not kinder to people than you are now. What? But Sarah, perhaps feeling a bit ashamed of her burst of unheavenly temper, turned her head and refused to respond. Wow. Backbone. Go for a walk. Wait, which one's Vigor again? That's Vigor. Okay, going for a walk, we'll get me that. Writing in diary for 2 days. Play with toys and dance. Actually, tutoring on that day. Okay. Walking. Writing. Writing. Oh yeah. Tutoring. Dancing. Sarah had been out in the town buying a new book, and as she rode the comfortable carriage back to Miss Minchin's school, her mind was filling up with stories and histories. Quite unconsciously, she descended the carriage steps with the grace of a queen, looking much grander than she might have imagined. She were the sort of girl to think in great detail about how she looked. As Sarah crossed the pavement, she caught sight of a dingy little figure down the servants' area steps. A girl with a smudged face, peering up at her with wide eyes. Oh, I've seen this character! Something in the eagerness and timidity of that smudgy face made Sarah look back, and when she looked, she smiled because it was her way to smile at people. Huh? The eyes went even wider, as if afraid that she ought not to have been caught looking at people of importance. The maid, if that was what she was, turned and scurried back to the kitchen, vanishing as quickly as reversed Jack-in-the-Box. Poor little forlorn thing. I wonder who she is. Knowledge and grace. Let's do it. Sarah curled up in her soft, comfortable chair with the book, while Marat moved around the room, neatening cushions and setting items and shelves into orderly alignments. It was a book detailing life in faraway America and 4 sisters who were growing up into women. Sarah found it well written, but less exciting than the histories and fantasies she preferred. And I'm going to end this part here, but I'll be back with more. See ya!